Hello, dear students. Very good morning. I hope everyone is doing good and safe at your home. So, let us begin with the chapter Crop Production and Management. So, in this chapter, as we have studied in the introduction part, crop production and management. So, in this chapter, we are going to study agricultural practices and advantages of agriculture. So, about all these things, we are going to study in detail. Students, before going to the chapter, I want to tell you one more thing. So, in the class 7th, in the science textbook, you have already learnt about, know about Paheli and Boju. These two children will come in between the topics and they'll teach you something and they'll ask you few questions. So, in 8th standard also, we are continuing with this Paheli and Boju characters in the chapters. Paheli and Boju went to their uncle's house during the summer vacation. Their uncle is a farmer. So one day they saw some tools like kurpi, sickle, shovel, plow, etc. in the field. So he want to know where and how they use these tools. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತು. So students, you have learned that all the living organisms require food, right? So why we need food? So because we need to get energy to survive. And how this food will be prepared? So plants can make their food themselves by a process called as photosynthesis, right? So this is about green plants. What about animals like humans and other organisms? So animals, including humans, can not make their own food. So where do animals get their food from? So yeah, the answer is you already know we are all dependent on plants directly or indirectly. Students, why we have to eat food? You already know that energy from the food is utilized by organisms for carrying out so many life processes in the body, such as digestion, respiration, excretion, growth, development, all these things. So we get our food from plants or animals or even from both. Here, Bojo is having one doubt. So, since we all need food, how can we provide food to a large number of people in our country? You know, the population is around 130 crores now. So, how can the food is supplied to the large number of people in our country? So, food has to be produced on larger scale, right? So, in order to provide food for large population, regular production, proper management, and distribution is necessary. So in this chapter, next we are going to study what is crop. So what is meant by crop? So crop, when plants of the same kind are cultivated at one place on a large scale, we call it as crop. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಾಪ್ನ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ನ ನಾವು ಒಂದೇ ಥರದ್ದು ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಕ್ರಾಪ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, if you are cultivating ragi for 1 acre, we call it as ragi crop because 1 acre means it is a large scale. Okay, we can produce at least 15 quintals or 20 quintals. So production in large scale in one area, we call it as crop. So coming to the history, so till 10,000 BCE, people were nomadic. They were wandering in groups from place to place in search of food and shelter. They ate raw fruits and vegetables and they started hunting animals for food. Later, they could cultivate land and produce rice, wheat and other food crops. Thus was born agriculture. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ನೊಮ್ಯಾಡಿಕ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ರಾ ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ತಿಂತಾ ಇದ್ದವರು. ಸೊ ದೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಹಂಟಿಂಗ್ and also they started cultivating or producing rice, wheat, and other crops, and agriculture was born. Students, as you all know the definition of crop. And for example, crop of a wheat means that all the plants grown in a field are that of wheat. ಅದು wheat ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Suppose if you take ragi crop, the crop of ragi means that all the plants grown in the field are that of ragi only. You already know that crops are of different types like cereals, vegetables, and fruits. So these can be classified on the basis of the season in which they grow. ಯಾವ seasonal ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ basis ಮೇಲೆ we can divide them. And you all know the crop, India is a vast country, right? So the climatic conditions like temperature, humidity, rainfall vary from one place to another place. Accordingly, there is a rich variety of crops grown in different parts of the country. So despite this diversity, two broad cropping patterns can be identified. So which are those?